Welcome everybody to another episode of Getting with a Hump. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, my favorite day of the week. We're gonna get through this week, then we're gonna get to the end of the week, then we're gonna get to next week, then we're gonna enter a new theme. Just trying different stuff out with the intro. Don't ask. I literally just finished eating, so kind of energized. So we gonna keep it moving. We're gonna stay motivated. We're gonna keep pushing the works you already know. So today, for the week, the word is going to be endurance. And it's one of my favorite words when it comes to staying motivated, staying determined, grinding in any aspect of life. It's a really interesting concept when you learn how to apply it outside of its natural tendency in the world of sports, whether it's racing and all that. So endurance, what does that mean? Endurance means continuing to accomplish something without stopping. Most examples in the world of sports is motorsport racing, ranging from 9 hours all the way up to 24 hours non-stop in a team. Running, like a marathon, that would be considered the greatest endurance test. There's other types of marathons, but for this purpose, a standard 26.2 mile race. There's other styles in terms of skiing and all that. So there's different ways to go about it when it comes to endurance. But when you take it outside of its natural state, well, some stuff that we deal with in terms of an endurance test would be university, so getting your degree, moving up the career ladder, how determined are you to keep pushing up the ranks, and then also marriage is another one. Marriage being, does your love withstand the test of time? Because you make a commitment to that person, saying, hey, I'll be here through thick and thin, for the good and the bad, all that stuff. So that's really how you see endurance. The way I see endurance really is, can you continue to push until you reach the end? So you can consider that to be consistency or determination, which is similar, but with endurance is you don't stop. So you don't stop focusing on how to get better. You don't focus on ways to improve different aspects of your life. You're trying to find ways to improve your skill set, your knowledge, your wisdom, so on and so forth. So that's how I see endurance, whether you want to put it in a sporting world or in a non-sporting world. And of course, when you do an endurance test like that, there is some negative consequences for it, because what that leads to is burnout, fatigue, frustration, losing focus, so on and so forth, just to name a few. We all have goals. Whatever the goal is, we all have our own journeys. Like I've always mentioned, each journey is different, and that's what we're in. This journey is essentially an endurance test throughout the journey. Do you want to make it to the end where you own multiple businesses, where you have your family set, you have the lifestyle you're looking for, you have the education completed, you have your career set, whatever test it is, whatever goal it is, you're trying to endure everything. You're trying to overcome obstacles. You're trying to overcome frustration, high moments, low moments, insecurities, all of that. And the way you overcome an endurance race or an endurance test is you just keep pushing. For example, the marathon. Everybody knows to complete the marathon, you have to complete 26.2 miles, whether running or walking. Usually when you're racing for the top time, you're running. But some people, they don't always run the whole 26 miles. Sometimes they walk a little bit, take a quick breather, and then they run forward again. And then take another breather, and then they run. Everybody has their own style of accomplishing their goals, because we each have our own ability, our own strength, and our own weaknesses. We use our strength to keep pushing forward, no matter what it is, even if it's late night hours. But we also know that we're human, so we have some weaknesses, we have some insecurities, we have doubts, we have frustrations, and those come into play when you're trying to use your strength to its best ability, to its max output. And when the two are conflicting, that's where fatigue and burnout begins to set in, because now you're trying to tell yourself, man, I really want to finish this race, or I really want to finish my school degree, but I'm just so exhausted and I feel like I can't finish no matter any method I try. So how you overcome that is you try different methods, You try different strategies or ways that help you overcome the obstacles that are faced along you. You know, whether it's sleeping better, changing your eating habits, changing your circle of friends, changing your mindset, just to name a few. And that's how you overcome an endurance test or an endurance race, because all you want to do is stay moving. You don't want to stop. To complete the marathon is running the entire 26 miles or 26.2. The problem starts when you stop. You want to stay moving, whether you're running nonstop or you're doing spurts of running and then walking and then running and then walking. When you stop, now you enter a moment where you actually look back and see what's behind you, what you've overcome so far. But then when you look forward again, now your mindset is different. You went from saying, cool, I'm almost there, I have 10 miles to go, I just passed 16 miles, to, man, I still have 10 miles to go and I'm still not even close. So you try to not look back as much, because then that starts to set in the negative mindset. And an endurance test, it's all about completion. And yes, it's not easy, but you keep enduring. So you keep striving to be better. You keep focusing on the good. We acknowledge the bad, but we don't let that overcome ourselves and say, man, my life isn't the best and I feel like it's not going to get better, versus, okay, I'm in a bad spot now and I know it's only temporary and I'm still working to push forward and I know I'll get there. It may not be tomorrow and it may not be next month, but I know all this hard work is going to pay off because I'm enduring everything that's taking for me to get there. So just take some of these tips or advice and see how you can implement it in wherever you're doing in your journey, and see if looking at it as an endurance race and not a sprint will help you stay focused and motivated. And as always, if you think somebody needs to hear it, go ahead and share it. If you heard what you like, hit that like button. You already know every Wednesday I'll be here spitting out new ideas, new themes to help you guys continue moving forward in your journey. Take care and have a good day. Bye.